Okay, good morning, everybody. Here we are. It is officially mailbag time. I know we don't normally start the recording at the same time we start mailbag, but gotta switch things up once in a while. So, actually, okay, I'll settle down. Oh, here we go. So, let's start with the jingle. I'll get myself together just a tiny bit, and then we can really get this show on the road.
Kitten Academy's where you wanna be when you are a cat. On a Saturday they can pounce playtime for the mailbag.
Okay, hi everybody. Thanks so much for joining me for yet another mailbag. It's not going to be a huge one, but we do have a couple special challenges today, mainly around the fact that I am dealing with a little bit of back pain, which I've been dealing with all week. That's why we missed a close-up yesterday. And basically, the pain's not too bad in general, so don't worry about that. The trouble is that, if I'm not resting up, then it sort of builds up over time, it gets worse. And I need to just sort of make sure that we don't let it get too bad. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Actually, that's all there is to say about that. I did just put up a new post on our blog on Kitten.Academy, so go check it out. There's a lot of good photos in there. It was way overdue. Plus, we're overdue for a few more that I need to get up there as soon as I possibly can. So I'm going to work on that when I get a chance. But at any rate, let's start out here with the postcard. It is a postcard from Mount St. Helens. Probably not from Mount St. Helens, but probably from the area. But that's what it says. Mount St. Helens, it's got a picture of it erupting on the front, a picture of before and the eruption and after, which is especially cool. It says, often what appears to be the end becomes the beginning of something new. So if you're not familiar, Mount St. Helens is a giant volcano in or near Washington State in the United States. And around 1980, it had a giant eruption and left ash all over. In fact, my family lives up that way, and we've got bell jars somewhere with ash from the volcanic eruption in 1980 still somewhere. I don't know where they're around. I specifically remember my grandmother collecting the ash from the Mount St. Helens eruption. I was alive when it happened, and we'd gone to visit her, I think that same year, or maybe just the year after. And she gave me one of these jars full of the ash and said, someday that's going to be worth some money, which I'm skeptical of. I think we've waited long enough now to determine whether or not it's worth some money, and I'm doubting that fact, but it's still worth some sentiment, so that's cool. Sentiment or sediment? I don't know what I was trying for there. Postcard. Postcard says, speaking of volcanoes, we wish you luck avoiding any poop explosions. LOL. All those crazy cute kittens now have a lot of places to potentially hide messes and booby trap your poor socks. One of us recently blanked on Mural's name, instead asking aloud, how are landscapes kittens doing today? Love, Marco's Minions. Well, thank you for the cute card and the little stroll down memory lane. And yeah, we've been having a little bit of trouble with the litter box training for these guys so far, but it's hard to say how much that's normal and how much of it isn't, because a normal class that is the age of Mural's kids might not be entirely litter box trained yet. I think they're just 5 weeks old now, and that's about the time they're just figuring it out. So we knew that we'd sort of jump the gun a little bit when we brought them down here, but weighing all things, or as many things as we could possibly fit on the scale at once, it seemed like this was still the right thing to do. And I'm going to stand by that. This was the right thing to do, even with the poop situation, because now the two families have come together, and with them together like that, it's really nice. I think it's nicer for the moms, it's nicer for us, and it's just been fantastic. So we're glad we did it, despite the fact that there've been quite a few poops out of the places they should be in the room. But in due time, we'll get to it. Due time. I was going to say something else about the kittens coming together, but it has slipped my mind. I guess it's worth mentioning I'm also on some painkillers, which is one of the reasons why we're not doing so many close-ups. DJ doesn't want me on camera when I might be a little loopy. So lucky that she's letting me get away with this right now. Anyway, let's go through some of the packages. Let's just see if we can get it done before I have to take a break. Which is, I think I mentioned, this is sort of what I've been doing is when you're feeling a little bit of pain all the time, it can be hard not to get snippy or frustrated. You know, that sort of weird frustration that you get, like just when, and it's not frustration like with anything in particular. It's just frustration, like you know, when you're filling the dishwasher and something keeps falling over and you just you feel like throwing a dish because it's just getting to you for some reason. You realize it's nothing, you know, it's just gravity, but you're frustrated with it. So I've been having a little bit of a tendency to get that way due to, you know, being in a little bit of pain. And so my way of dealing with it, because I don't obviously like to be like that. Nobody likes to be like that. It's the same way I normally deal with those sort of frustrations. It's just take a break. When I start to feel like you know, it's starting to get me a little wound up, just take a break. And so if we get to that point during the mailbag, that's how we'll be dealing with it. I'll go, we'll call it, you know, for the day. But I think we're going to be able to, okay to get through all this. So, all right, I see I've already got a paper here, the Mountain Express. Ooh, and that looks really interesting too. We have some Cherokee Native Americans here. And they're the cover picture. It's a really cool picture. And it says, spread the word. So that's going to be a lot of fun to read. As you guys know, I love to read local papers. And there's a note here. This is from April in Asheville. It says, okay to read. We like that too. Hello, everyone, and greetings from Asheville. It seems our collective wish has come true, and it's one big happy family at the Academy these days. In a world of such division, it's heartwarming to see these two families blend so seamlessly. Kudos to you and DJ for working so hard to make this happen. The mom cats, I call them Muru, are setting an example of inclusion and acceptance that I wish everyone would follow. I've included treats and presents and labeled them for convenience. I can't help it, Mr. A. I'm an accountant and get lost in the details. The treats are for everyone, the socks are for you, and I knitted a special gift for the new kid that goes along with the enclosed note. Thank you again for being a bright spot in my day and providing some much-needed entertainment. My day is not complete without checking the live stream to laugh at the latest antics. Give some extra cuddles to my favorite Professor Loganberry. All right, you get that, and pets to the nearest kitten for me. Well, those are the same right now. Professor Loganberry is the nearest kitten, so I can take care of two things there all at once. Anyway, you continue, as always, pet kittens and ramble on from April in Asheville, a.k.a. Ginger Tuffy Cat on Discord. Well, April in Asheville, thank you so much. And these are the treats that you've sent, are Sheba Meaty Treat Sticks, which are very convenient. We like those. And Rachel Ray's Nutrish Love Bites, real salmon, the #1 ingredient. That should be a fun thing for us to try, too. I don't think we've had the Love Bites before, but we did have, there's a Rachel Ray one where they're like little spirals, little circular things with little, they look almost like they're trying to be yin-yang signs or, what was I thinking? A little pinwheel kind of shape, maybe. I don't know. Not pinwheel. You know what? Doesn't matter. The point is that we've tried those from Rachel Ray, and they were sort of, you know, middling. But these, I can see already somebody wants them. So that's perfect. Here you've got a baggie with socks. It says Mr. A, and the socks say, I can't get up right now. The cat is on my lap. That's very cute. They say that on the bottom, and then, of course, on the front, it is cats wearing glasses, which is also very cool. So this is perfect for me to be wearing, especially when I'm sitting on the beanbag chair when that eventually makes a return to the room. That reminds me, I should show you my socks. Oh, if I can. They're the creepy long fingers socks, and I think they came out really well, surprisingly. They're a little subtle with the light colors on white, but that's more or less how we wanted them. And then it's got Etch the kitten with the creepy long fingers version of the same thing I happen to be wearing on my shirt. So I'm all decked out for Etch today. All right, April, you also sent a package for Tomfoolery and a note that says, Dear Tomfoolery, a.k.a. Tommy, Tofu, Tommy Pastrami, welcome to the Academy. These are exciting times for you, and I hope you make the most of your opportunity here. You are doing so well that you're ready to move on to advanced studies with the faculty and other classmates. If you keep up with your studies, listen to the good advice from Mr. A and your professors, the reward will be a loving home worthy of a K-8 graduate. I see a lot of potential from you and know you will graduate with honors. P.S. I knitted a special catnip-filled toy for you that you can share with your classmates or keep for yourself. Enjoy. Oh, April, that is so nice of you. Let's see what Tommy's got here. I'm going to try to put it back in because I think he might have a lot of fun unwrapping this too. And he's hanging out upstairs with DJ right now. Oh, this is so cool. Look at that. It's like an octopus with these tentacles coming down, this big catnip head. That's actually a very good shape for a cat toy, and I think he is going to love this. It's got like these big stringy things. I know I'm holding it upside down, but it's more floopy that way. I guess that works. April, this is really cool. I like that. And I think Tommy will too. I was just saying he's upstairs with DJ, and the way well, I mean, first off, DJ is utterly in love with this kitten, Tommy. She's crazy about him. She gets that way about all the little standout hard cases, singleton kitties. She's always falling in love with them. But she's crazy about Tommy. So that's one reason that Tommy's upstairs. But the other reason is he comes down here to play, and he gets all riled up, and he needs to take a Tom out. So he's in a little Tom out right now. So, anyway, I'll bring that up to him, and I'm sure he is going to love it. Let's keep going. I think it's important for me to keep rolling today, as much as my tendency to ramble might be getting the best of me. The quicker we get through this, the more likely we are to get through it. So, here we go. A note that says, "Hi, Tiny Paints. We hope you enjoy some of our favorite toys." Anybody want to guess who it's from? That's right, Tahini and Flair. And we have the Fun Tubes, which are our favorite toys for everybody. And these guys are going to love them. Actually, they really are. Like, of all the kitten toys that are just a constant hit, the Fun Tubes are one that they always are a winner. And the kids are always throwing them around and losing them. I don't see my pen in here to label this for the Tiny Things. I'm just going to write that on the box now before I forget. Tiny Things. All right, all set. I'm leaving this box because it's all decorated, so we'll get to it in a little bit. This is from Chewy, so the person who sent it has labeled it on the outside. It says GG714 on Discord, care of Kitten Academy. That's the right way to do it. If you're sending something from Chewy, they don't let you put in a note, so you just have to go with putting your name in the address. Say, send it to yourself, care of Kitten Academy at our address, etc., etc. Plus, they don't let you ship to a post office box, so you have to send it to the address of the post office, and then use our box number as like a suite number. So that's the way to go. All right, so we have this big box from Chewy, from GG714, and inside what we have are Halloween-colored springs. I did not know that they made a Halloween-colored spring set, but we may as well toss these around right now because Halloween is fast approaching, and we're decorated for it already, and these kids will certainly still be here through Halloween, so saving it for endowments doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? Also, these springs are all just packed in here together, so even getting them separated might take a little bit of extra. Do you want something, Logan? Logan Spring? Here, Logan Spring. Try back here. I know you're worried about approaching the mom. Let's take out these black and orange ones, too. There we go. Just going to toss a couple of these that way. One of these this way. Logan Bean, do you want the orange ones because they match? I tried. All right, GG714, those springs, I know nobody's running for them right away, but they're definitely going to get used and be a hit. Custard is the biggest spring user in the house still, but everybody likes the springs. They are another one of those just constant. The springs, those little real fur mice with the rattle, the flat mice, the springs, the Fun Tubes, the crinkle balls, of course, all that stuff, just classic. So Oh, look at this cat at Nibbly Grills. This is fun. This is the thing that was Loom's favorite, right? Cat at Nibbly Grills, chicken and shrimp and scallop and chicken. No, something like that. It's just scallop and chicken. Yeah, okay, that's right. So that's hard to find because you can't get them on Chewy, or you couldn't for a while. I guess now you can, which is cool to know. And it says here, Mr. A. Oh, look, there is a note. Wait, there's a note. I just realized there's a note. How is there a note in a Chewy box? No, that wasn't from the Chewy box. That was from there. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. That's fine. Mr. A, these are with Mural in mind, as she liked them so much, but she wants to share, so Mr. A, don't eat too many. Special to see all the love you have for all the babies and moms. You are special yourself. Thanks for making my days. All right, maybe it was Mural that liked these and not Loom. Again, I'm going to blame my usual normal forgetfulness that you're all very used to on the drugs instead, just because I can. Anyway, the Cat at Nibbly Grills, they're good for everybody. They all like them. They're a big hit, and they are a little hard to get because, as far as I know, they're still not available on Amazon or Chewy. You basically have to go straight to Cat It or find one of the specialty stores that carries these things. I think that's because they're still so new, but maybe they're just new to me. You never know. These will be great. I will definitely share them with Mural and with everybody else, too. For now, I'm going to set them here with the other treats that we got. And then maybe we can start a little box of treats. Also, Ru, it's so sweet of you to come here and present yourself and say hello. Hello. You probably are here for some treats. Let's see, are there any treats in the box? Maggie going to come over here if I start breaking them out? There's not really anyway. Nothing that you're going to want. So that's okay. All right, guys. I can feel my time for Mailbag is running low. So let's see. I'm also really excited to see what all this stuff is. So I don't have to put it off. Let's just do what we can. This is from Hell's Dells. It's come a long way to see us. And inside there is a note that says, "Hi, Chris and DJ, cats and kittens." It says the loose toys are for endowments. There's a 1-star bag for Ru and one for Mural. The mice have a note on. The Amazon gift bag is for seasonal deployment or now. Love, Helen and Jasper, a.k.a. Hell's Dells. So, all right, let's start with, you said the mice have a note on. Well, that must not be these mice. These must be random toys for deployment. So we've got this. We've got a treasure bag. We've got these cool little pith balls with the feathers on them. That word's feathers, yes. Somebody in there is just yelling and yelling, and I want to see what that's all about. Let's check real quick. Might do me some good to get up and sit back down again, but who is just crying in here? Guys, you got a poop announcement? Is that you, Ash? Come on. Let's go. You can get all the way over here. Come on, right there. I don't see anybody else who's even awake, so I guess it had to have been him yelling about wanting to go poop. We all do. We all do that. Okay. Oh, Logan Bean, what do you smell, bud? Okay. This is a very cute little red and white long-nosed mouse on a stick. I've described it, and I don't know how that came to be, but there we are. We have a flamingo with some very long hair. It says Frizz. Calm Frizz Softies with catnip. I think the Frizz Softies is a new one on me, but that fur could be fun for the cats. Let's see, the little pith balls with the feathers. Oh, you've already made this wet, haven't you, Loganberry? Loganberry's over here licking this cloud and moon and stars. Oh, that's a cool little motif. I like that. Look at that with the moon and the stars. That's pretty. Okay, on a wand. We have the Catkins Furry balls. Wow, these are very heavy, and they're made of some strange materials. They do have fur and little pieces of rope on them. Some extravagant kitten toys. Here we have cat mice with feathered tails that are filled with catnip. Those are going to be great. Here we have a mouse in a metal cage. These are fun because the cages last forever and you put other stuff in there once the mouse is worn out. So those are, I like having these around. They're just fun. Put anything you want in there. A little Mylar ball in there, and it's a whole new toy. Here we have a catnip mouse with a feather with catnip ready to fill it, so you can add that in. Loganberry, look out. We don't need more peeing in boxes, okay? Especially not from you. Oh, we got another one. The same mouse. There we go, right there. We got a little catnip fish. We got a couple big catnip fish. We got a Loganberry that needs to back up, buddy. You can't be in there. We have a set of cat emoji face cats, I guess. Little catnip cats that have different various faces. Okay. Very cute. Loganberry is licking and, oh, there we go. Loganberry was licking Sham, who's come out here to explore what's going on. It's nice to see these kittens are finally starting to make their way out of the room. We've had the door open, all the way open, for several days, you know, and they hardly come out at all. This one, Gambit, is one that comes out a lot, and the other one is Gimmick, who just follows me around like a puppy dog. Wherever I am, he wants to be there. But the rest of them haven't really come out of the room very much, maybe just a little brief jaunt into the kitchen and back again. So it's nice that Gambit's over here, at least, and that Sham was here, but now she's returned. Here's a tiny little mouse ball that's red and gray. It's a cool little color scheme for that mouse. Here's one that looks like a model of an atom, a very large atom, I suppose. Just the nucleus, of course. The electrons are they're attached, I'm sure, but they're way out there by scale. So, all right, now we are down to bags of things. So here's a star bag for Mural and a star bag for Ru. And the star bags contain, oh, a Yow catnip heart. How sweet is that? That's the good catnip too. And I know both Mural and Ru, big fans of things like this. So that will work out just fine. This one is probably the same thing, but let's just verify. Yep, that's exactly what it is. So 2 star bags, 1 for Mural, 1 for Ru. I can't write on those. I don't know how to make sure they get to the right spot except to leave them right there for now. This says 13 real fur mice with furry tails for the Kitten Endowment plus 2 for the Academy. Oh, man. Oh, those are big ones. These are big like the ones, the red and white ones that they like. Very large. These are like a little bit bigger than the usual ones, about half this size. So I bet they're going to, oh, but they have louder rattles in them too. Oh, these are going to be such a hit. Hells bells. Thank you so much. That's really going to be a smash hit for those kids. And then one more bag. This one with a Maggie in it.
What?
Oh, we got some more kids coming out. Look at that. Here comes Caper. I think that's Sham right behind. All right. Oh, I see. This is Christmas toys in the Christmas bag. Look, we got a Yow candy cane. Yow apparently makes a Christmas tree now. I don't think we've seen that before. It seems new. You sent several of the Yow Christmas trees. You sent Yow stockings. Look at that, little tiny Yow catnip stockings and more candy canes. Wow. That is some cool stuff for Christmas. Plus, okay, there's some more stockings. This is all going to be great for Christmas. You also sent memo tabs, except these are memo tabbies, cats in a box. Those are very cute. And then my favorite, you sent Cadbury. This is the worst thing Cadbury's done. Mini snowballs. They are snowball Cadburys, but they're really the Cadbury mini Easter eggs that I am a sucker for, that I just eat by the ton. Really, really bad for my diet, those Cadbury mini eggs. And that's what these are. They decided that if they wanted to sell their mini eggs at Christmas, they could just make them snowballs instead. Just sell white ones that are a little more round. So this is definitely my weakness, is my point. It's awesome. Thank you. And then this one is something I'm not familiar with, and I can't really read it. I think it says Puds. But there's a picture of a hazelnut on the front, and it is a Cadbury product. The way it's wrapped makes it hard to read, and I'm unfamiliar. But I love hazelnut, I love chocolate, so it seems like that's also going to be a hit. I'm going to put that out here with the stuff that doesn't have to wait for Christmas. Who is yelling?
Squiggle.
That's not Etch? What's Squig yelling about?
She woke
up. Mom, one of the moms is cleaning her butt.
Okay. Wow, so much to complain about for a tiny. All right, so this is our Christmas from Hell's Dells, along with everything else. Thank you so much for that. Ooh, boy, I feel like we could do this mailbag like one of those polkas that get faster and faster as it goes until everybody's just flying around and falling over because they can't keep up with the dance. I think we could do the mailbag like that. Like every minute we speed up. That's how I feel right now anyway. Go faster so we get through it.
You can stop.
I know I can stop, but look how close we are. Plus, I really want to know what's in these two boxes especially. But we'll get there. So, Hell's Dells, thank you again very, very much. Let's open this one since Loganberry's on top of the other one. Not only does it have our address and the logo on the front like you saw, plus you probably noticed the frogs, a couple little tree frogs. But on the sides we have a mouse. We have a fish of some kind. Look at that. So, yeah. All right. It's going to be pretty easy to open, too. I feel like Customs or somebody has been into this once already. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, somebody sent a little package of knit toys for everybody at the Academy. That is a lot to do. Plus, this is very heavy stationery. My goodness. The note, it says. Perfect. Mr. A and DJ, hello. I have made some more knitted cat toys for the new classes and the faculty. The Jingle Ball mice sets are for everybody except Tom Foolery, who arrived after I finished them. There are 2 fish for him. All the toys contain Yow catnip, so hopefully should be a lot of fun. They have all been examined by my cat, Oscar, who appointed himself quality control. Don't worry, he got a toy of his own at the end. Hope the kitties enjoy. From Arthur, who is captain on Discord. Is that what that says? Yeah, I think that's what it says. Arthur, captain on Discord. I hope I'm getting that right. Thank you. I recognize that you've sent these to us before because when I did the last endowments, I remember how cute these little packages are that you made for each one. So this is for Gimmick with a little ball and a mouse. We have one, I'll just go through them quickly. We have one for Caper, Gambit, Rue, Eddie. Oh, Eddie's is spelled with a little heart dotting the I. Oh. Mural, Etch, Squiggle. Your handwriting is very nice, by the way. Doodle, even in the note. Custard, I see all the faculty got a little highlight. Custard's got his C highlighted. Ari's got an A and a heart over his I. We got Splotch here. We have Trace. Man. Scrawl. Maggie. Tom Foolery did. He came late, but he got his own fish. Those are very cute fish, by the way. He's going to love those. Sham. Hustle. Logan Mary. Hi, you're right there looking at me, too. And Hijinks. You want to see them? They look just like you. Wow, they blend into your color. What do you think? Very cute, huh? Yeah. Well, we'll get back to that for him. But thank you so very much, Captain. These are awesome. And this reminds me, by the way, you put an incredible amount of work for each of these kittens. Plus, I got to say, we get a lot of knit items sent to these kittens. Your stitching is perfect. Like, I would swear these were machine-made mice. And balls. They're just spectacular. Flawless, I should say. Really good work. They're going to love them. It's a lot of work, and it reminds me of what I was talking about the other day when I mentioned there's some people that like to send stuff in for every class, but here we've got 13 kittens and 2 mom cats all in the same class. It's a lot. It is a whole bunch of cats to deal with. So I think what you've done, Captain, is spectacular. That is just fantastic. But I want to remind anybody that does make a habit of that, please don't don't knock yourself out trying to get everything done for these kittens that you might ordinarily do. Give yourself a pass on this one if you need it. They're going to get plenty of stuff, I promise. So don't stress out about it. Don't stretch yourself too far. Okay, now let's see what's next. Logan's on the big cool box, so we'll have to save that one a little bit. Let me just grab these other 2 boxes. Nice and easy, getting up. All right, there we go. Go. Let me turn my phone on. Oh, hopefully they aren't doing anything to the stream. Let's take a look. If you want to help get stuff out of the way, you can. But this is heavy too. You might want to just, I bet this is food and you can take it and put it right with the food. This says it is also from GG714. So that's another Chewy from GG714, I think. And I'm betting it's food. Let's find out. Oh, it's food and then some. DJ, I think you knew this was coming, didn't you?
Yeah.
DJ knew that we were getting a brand new pod because somebody peed in the other pod, and then pees in a pod, not always a good thing. DJ washed it and it broke, which is, it's always been our rule around here. If it can't survive the washing machine, then it's probably not for us. but these pop-up tents are so cool and popular. Thank you for replacing the one that we had to get rid of. And maybe we should wait a little bit before we put it out, make sure they're litter trained first.
Yeah,
or we leave it out here. Okay, yeah, whatever. You don't have to take it right now. Yeah, GG714 anyway. Yeah, if we put it out here, it'll get used by Maggie Loves Pods. I bet she'd be in it the second I put it down. You also sent 2 cases of the food that we use, and that's perfect. So GG714, thank you so much for the very practical stuff. I can just open it now. Thank you so much for the very practical stuff that you've sent. This is all stuff that obviously will get used. This is going to get used right meow by Maggie, I'm certain. And the food will also get used, but this evening, probably also some or all of it by Maggie. So there we have it. GG714, thank you. Maggie's already looking at this pod. Look at her. She's staring at it. She's like, I want in that pod. All right, there you go. Maggie is definitely a pod cat. All of our cats are pod cats, though. Those pods are a big hit. It's very rare to find a cat that's not interested in the pods. All right, big box. Big box says time. Then we're done. We got 2 big boxes. This one probably has stuff in it. That one has a thing in it. So we're going to do this one first. Well, I already know what's in this, and that means I know who it's from. Let's see if you can guess who it's from. I'm just going to lay out a couple of the items that are in this box, okay? That's springs in a ball tower, and there's many more of each. And it says, the notes say, ooh, mural, we hope you enjoy lounging in our favorite non-bed. Love, tahini, and flair. So this is clearly a marshmallow bed. I'm not even going to open it far enough to see that it is, in fact, a marshmallow bed, because we know that's what it is. It is a light gray, if you were wondering about the color, marshmallow bed, and that is for Mural. So I'm going to write her name right on it. So far, neither Mural nor Ru have been bed cats. They mostly both seem to prefer the floor or the Infinity Scratcher, which we have a spare of. Maybe that'll end up going home with one of them. But who's to say where they're going to go after they get their spay? They could end up deciding that beds are the best. We'll find out. Another note says, hi, Tiny Paints. We hope you enjoy some of our favorite toys. It's so much fun to watch the humans try to find where we hide these. Love, tahini, and flair. Clearly refers to the springs. If they are hiding the ball towers, you have way too many hiding places in your house. One more note. The last note says, hi, Tiny Paints. We hope you enjoy what is still our all-time favorite toy from our endowments. Love, tahini, and flair. That's got to refer to the ball towers. So you have sent lots and lots of each of these things. I'm just not getting them all out. We have packs of springs, we have tons of ball tracks, and we have the bed for Mural. So Tahini and Flair, thanks again so much for keeping all of our kittens in your favorite endowments, which are still some of everybody's favorite endowments. So a real good choice. Here's some other Tahini and Flair endowments for the tiny paints so we can consolidate. Perfect, just like that. And this was for, wait, which one was this? Now I've lost what this was. Oh, Christmas stuff. Darn it. Okay. Well, that's fine. I'm just going to set it aside again. All right. One last box for us to open, and that is this big one. This big one that came, by the way, directly to the house. Did not come through the usual method of getting things to Mailbag. It is from Karen So's and Pat MM. You guys all know Pat and Karen So's. Pat is, of course, our encyclopedia of all things Kitten Academy, and also an admin on our Discord, and has sent plenty of things in the past, including the condo that the kittens are playing in. And then Karen So's, longtime friend of the show, and the one that made that charming floral print outfit that Ru is wearing today. So there you have that. Speaking of which, I didn't address the fact that yes, Ru and Mural are both wearing suits today. And the reason they're wearing suits is just to stop them from nursing their kittens. So the suit lets them be around their kittens, but not be nursing. And the reason that we're enforcing that is that both Mural and Ru probably have some kind of a gastrointestinal issue or infection or something going on. They got real bad poops. But on top of the bad poops, they're also both real thin, like they're having trouble keeping those calories on. And I think we can at least address that by having them stop nursing. It will help them maintain a little bit of the weight that they need. Plus, it'll also help with their dehydration. They've both been a little dehydrated. So I think that putting the suits on them and stopping them from nursing means that they'll be able to keep more of that stuff for themselves. And their kittens all know how to eat. You're going to hear a lot of complaining from them, but they all know what to do. So no worries there. And we're monitoring the kittens and the moms, and if somebody really can't hack it without a little bit of nursing here and there, we'll find a way to make it happen, but they can't. They're going to be fine. No worries. Okay, so as I mentioned, the big box from Pat MM and Karen So's, and let's just take a big reach here and open this thing up. I don't know what it is, but I do know it is clunky. Every time I move it, things keep clunking around in there. So my guess is it's probably parts to build that killer robot that I've always wanted. Or that Ru and Mural have always wanted. I bet they also want a killer robot. Let's find out. Oh, okay. Oh, man, this is also a very heavy-duty box, which indicates, I don't know, some type of clunky robot parts or furniture. All right. Okay, we made it through the first layer. The first layer, however, is... Oh my. Well, now I know what it is. You guys all are going to recognize what this is. Loganberry, I don't trust you over here. Loganberry, I know this is another ramble and on a mailbag where I'm trying to go quickly, but let me tell you about what's going on here. Kind of as a result of me throwing my back out, DJ's been helping out a lot, and whenever the morning routine gets off from its usual in any way, I end up missing stuff, you know. So Logan and Custard each went a few days without having their usual Prozac, which they take to help Custard. It's to help him kind of stop being so aggressive. And for Logan, it's Prozac is actually one of the things that you can give a cat that marks or is, you know, spraying or peeing on things like Logan tends to do. And the Prozac actually seems like it helps him with that. And the reason I say that is because every time we go off it, we have a whole bunch of pee incidents again. But when we stay on it, they're kept to a minimum. I won't say that it blocks, you know, 100% of it, but it does seem like it helps. So The point being that Logan has peed on a few things lately, and that is why I'm so nervous about him sniffing around these boxes. He's been back on the meds for a couple days, but it does take a while for that to build up. Well, anyway, that's it. The box contains, I know you're all anxious and I got off the topic, it contains another of the the tree, the cat tree that has the leaves on it. That's what we have in here, is the cat tree with the leaves on it. But there is one important difference between the one that you see behind me and the one that is in this box. Or maybe two important differences if you want to look at it that way. Here's the trunk, just to prove what I have in the box, since I'm not showing you, and I'm not going to be able to pick it all up and take it all out to show you anyway. Just take my word for it. Oh, I see another difference too. So there's a few slight differences. One difference is that the bottom of it is round instead of square. So that's not an important difference, but it is a difference. Also, I am seeing the biggest difference is that instead of having the leaves built into the tree, on that tree they are glued in. This one just has holes. And then you put these things in yourself. They're fitted to slot into the hole. So it's got a whole bunch of these leaves, and you put them in, and then you can replace them, which is important because our tree is starting to look a little bare, and it's just going to get more bare over time. So I know that's why you sent this, and I really do appreciate that. That's very sweet of you. One other thing, though, that makes this tree especially cool, and I don't know if you knew this was going to come this way or if it just did, but I'm excited about, is it comes with a second set of foliage if you would rather have a maple. Not only that, but a maple in fall colors. How cool is that? We can do seasonal branches on our tree, and this is the season for this. So I'll talk to DJ about whether she wants to deploy it right away or not. I also suspect that the platforms that this go into, they might be the very same platforms. It's just those branches came pre-glued in place. So I may be able to either pull them out or drill them out and just replace them with these. That would also be a fun way to do it, and then I don't even have to put this one together yet. You can save it for a rainy day. Maybe we could build a whole forest of cat trees. I don't know. I've got some ideas, and I think they're good ones. Like the forest of cat trees. And the killer robot, too. Let's not forget that. Also a good idea. Nothing to do with these trees, but it's one that we need to keep on the books. All right, that's it for Mailbag this morning, guys. Thank you so much for putting up with me being a little extra loopy, and also with trying to hurry through it. So I apologize, but appreciate you guys understanding that. For now, what I have to do is get this stuff put away and get myself up to bed for a little bit of R&R that I think I've earned this morning. So I'm going to take care of that, and I think, as usual, we'll end the archive in a few minutes. We'll see if anybody decides to come out while I'm putting things away just for fun, and then we'll wrap it up. So thank you again. We made pretty good time. It's a real blessing that this just happened to be a much smaller mailbag than usual. I think if this were anything like the normal size, I would have either had to call it early or put myself into a lot of extra unneeded pain. So this all worked out very well. Oh, thanks again to all of you for just everything that you've done for us and for the kittens. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Just knowing you guys are there and that we've got this sort of mutual relationship going on, because you guys tell me so often how much you appreciate the things that we do, not just for the kittens, but for the mental health of everybody. But it goes both ways. You guys do a lot for the kittens, and you do a lot for my mental health as well. So I really appreciate that. Also, if anybody can perform a spine replacement, definitely send me your spine. If you got a spare, you can do those like kidneys, right? Pretty sure you can. I'm no doctor, though. All right. I have a whole new sympathy for the people that are moving slowly in the grocery store and leaning on their shopping carts. When I don't put your note back in there, I'm not going to remember those bags later. So I just need to put this note in with your stuff. There we go. That'll work. Yeah. Do you want to put some of this stuff away?
Yeah.
Here, this is all just to go in the middle of the floor downstairs for right now. That's the endowment box. If you want to.
All right, just tell me.
Right. That goes downstairs.
Okay.
If you want to put this on, if you want to put this on top of it, you can carry that down to its treats. You can either add it to the existing treats, put some out if you want to use them now.
Who are these for?
The treats are for anybody, and then the rest of the stuff is all labeled. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, thanks. Okay. At the wannabe milk bar. Is the camera on the stream? It should be.
I think Zoe's on.
Oh yeah, we don't need that one.
Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. Okay, what is this?
That's for to go with the Christmas stuff, which there is a pile of Christmas stuff downstairs if you can put it together.
Okay.
Just don't leave that with the endowments because we'll never find it, and by next Christmas it won't be any good.
Okay.
This goes up. Okay, hang on. These are kitchen snacks. The wrap thing goes calmly upstairs. The socks go to the wash, and the papers actually send them downstairs. No, it doesn't get boxed. It goes into another thing. I'll just take it out when I do the stuff. And then I can read this. Oh.
And then
Here, I'll take these and I'll hold that way. Yep. So I got all that. This I can lift.
Trash.
Yep. I'll put where the trash goes for now. Take that box downstairs. And then this box, it doesn't need to go downstairs yet, but it does need to get put away where Logan won't pee in it. So I don't know what you do with it.
Okay.
It's going to be heavy.
Yeah. Where does this go?
In that thing.
Aw. Look at this squiggle. You love your mom? Squiggle. Maggie's in the pot. Maggie. Silly Maggie.
I'll get the other door for you too. Kids, don't wake up or anything, okay? There's nothing special going on out here. Yes, that was sarcasm. I'm glad you recognize it. Oh, okay. Oh, why? All right. Definitely a good time to take a break. He didn't even wake up when the tunnel hit the bed he's sleeping in. Well, we're basically wrapped up here. DJ's going to finish the work of getting this stuff put away for me. Thank her so much for that, I guess. Thank all of you so much for everything. This tree is super thoughtful and generous, overly generous, because I know this idea came up before, and I was like, you really don't need to do that. We'll find another way to decorate the tree once those leaves are all gone. But I guess somebody must have been getting fed up with it looking so bad. So thank you so much for that. It's just really, really nice of you. And for everything else, too. Everybody is so thoughtful and wonderful to us and to the kittens. I can't say thank you enough, so I'm just going to stop now. And we will see you for Mailbag again next week, and hopefully we'll be able to do some close-ups Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Fingers crossed.